Farkas is here. Let's go.
Oh, I'm so looking forward to this.
Good morning, Farkas.
Good morning, Karliah.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm doing well, thank you. How about yourself?
Not too bad. I'm just excited to get inside this building and see what's in there.
Same. I'm looking forward to it.
We'll drop these guys at the stable first. You can stop sulking, all of you. We need to know it's safe before we go in, before we take you in, okay? Honestly, they're all grumpy.
Oh no.
Well, they just want action, I assume, but we need to make sure it's safe for them before we take them in.
Absolutely. My guys can be grumpy when they're not. They just like to fight and stuff, so they can tend to be grumpy.
Yeah, no. Right, I think the quickest way to get to the stables is to maybe use this map room to go to that bridge, the cold one, and then run from there.
The bridge of betrayal. Yeah, we can,
Yeah, we'll do that, okay? I need to go change first, so give me a sec. If you guys got the sedatives in case we need them. Because you're going to be in that room with those guys on your own.
Don't worry, we've got plenty.
Talk to them, tell them what I'm doing, tell them that I'm trying to set them free, but if they get agitated or they start to fight, just throw the sedative on the floor. You've got your gas masks, alright? So, we'll be fine. It's going to go off without a hitch, and I will come and get you if I need you. Stop panicking.
Karliah, we're always going to panic about you.
Alright, boys, let's go.
You ready, Bryn? On, ready, Rune.
That's better. I feel more like myself now. Let's go. Let's leave the guys in here where it's safe until we can check whether the coast is clear for them.
Yeah.
They'll be warm enough. There's a fire. There's food.
I can't stand my guys down here.
Oh, that's going to be fun. Can you stand them down outside? Should we head off then?
Yeah, I'm ready.
We'll come back and get you guys when the coast's clear, okay? Bryn, you know what to do.
We've got it.
Okay, let's go.
Yep.
Oh, and we've got a camp to the front. Didn't have to be this way, people. If you hadn't attacked, we wouldn't have attacked you. Let's go, Farkas. The only way in I found is through the roof, because the doors are barred.
I see we can climb it through on them.
Yeah, we can climb it. Just have to be careful because it's pointy and spiky up there. But there's a way on over the porch. Come in. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Be careful, it's squelchy down here.
Oh yeah, I can see.
Oh, gross.
Oh my god, that's one big thingy.
I know. Be on the ready. Oh, holy crap. Yeah, I forgot these things were here.
Oh.
But they're not attacking. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah. How can you not RP someone? Oh. Oh, what?
Ew. Oh no. Whoever she was, I think she was the matron of this place. She's dead. Look at this mirror.
Oh, it looks like a magic one or something?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, what?
That's just gross. Oh, come and see what I found in this end room up here. The end room. Go in that door. Turn right. The end room. Hey, Farkas.
Yeah.
Come here.
Oh.
Sleep tight, dude. He's out. T, let's go.
Where is he?
In here. Oh.
Well done, Karliah. Well done.
Quick, get the clothes off him and string him up quick.
Alright, let's do this.
Well.
Skitties! I'm a little prudish.
Well, I've discovered what he's overcompensating for.
Have you?
Oh,
That makes
yes.
so much sense now.
Those arrows work perfectly.
Yeah, they're pretty concentrated, aren't they?
Yeah, and the alchemist added the sleeping agent to them as well.
Perfect. He never saw it coming.
No, well, he did, because I called him out so I could shoot him face on, because I'm not a coward. I'm not going to shoot him in the back. But yeah, he didn't suspect anything.
I wonder if he's awake yet.
Don't know how long he's going to be out for. We might want to take a seat.
So that's what you look like when you're not behind a mask.
Mm-hmm. Wakey, wakey, dude! Wake up! Wakey, wakey, Farkas!
Ouch, that hurt.
About
I
time
didn't-
you woke up.
I didn't expect that coming.
Yeah, we didn't expect to get lied to either. Now, it's time to do some splaining. What's up with this slave trading there, Farkas? You have been caught, good sir. I was there when you traded with Karliah a few weeks back. I heard it all and saw the spoils after the fact. But yet you told me that you train these people. They're not for sale. They're not slaves. Out with it. Give us the truth now. You have no other choice. Your magic doesn't work here.
The truth is, I was selling them to make money, but I did train some of the guys myself. The guys that come with me, I trained those. But when I was selling them, I just needed like money because I was like low on money and stuff like that.
You think being short of money is an excuse to chain another person to a wheel and beat them until they agree to work for you for free? We know all about it. Remember, I bought Bryn from you. And Rune.
Yeah.
And all the others.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
They told me what your methods are. Sorry, T.
No, go ahead. I was just reiterating the same thing as you.
They told me what your methods are. That's not somebody who wants to just make a little bit of money. There are lots of ways to make money in these lands. I'm one of the richest people here and I've never sold a human. There's no excuse for your methods at all.
I say it is it is wrong that slave trading, it is really wrong. But I needed money desperately to get like other stuff and all that. But
You know how I make money, Farkas? And it may not be the wisest way, but even though it may hurt some people every once in a while, it doesn't physically do so. And it doesn't take their will away and their freedom either. I just go and steal their gold. It doesn't really hurt anybody. It doesn't really help them either. But, you know, selling things is another option. Wine is my go-to every once in a while. I've made quite a bit of gold doing so. Never have I thought about trading people for some coin.
yeah,
Quiet now, aren't you?
Once I started to realize what I was doing, it was irritating people, but then I found another way from making money than selling guys.
And yet, if I asked you for guys tomorrow, you'd bring me 3 or 4.
If I needed money, I would. But on the bright side, I say what I was doing is not fair to those people, like stringing them up and like torturing and you know what I mean.
You've just said yourself that you would sell people again if you needed money. So that's not remorseful.
If I needed money, but I found another way to make the money than selling.
Oh yeah? And which way is that?
Like I can do my own horses, I could sell them down to the market for money, and
Seems to me like he's just thinking of excuses too.
there's
I think he just sees the gold. That's it.
When I go like killing stuff, I pick up a gold and exchange it down to the market to one of the people that sells the gold coins to make money.
I think he needs some time to reflect too.
I think so. Farkas, just keep in mind that you're not the only slaver we have our eyes on. You're just the first one we caught. We think you need some time to reflect about what you've done. Because as of now, it seems that you just see the gold, the coin that you can make from it.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound remorseful at all to us. You're right, there are other ways of making money besides selling people. I bought a dragon from you the other day. That's another great way of doing it. However, you just admitted yourself that if you needed coin, that you would continue selling people, and it's just not going to cut it.
I'd say a night.
Here. What do you think, Karliah?
I'd say leave him for the night. Let him think about what he's done.
Sweet dreams, Farkas.
Night, dude. Doesn't seem to have any remorse whatsoever.
No, he really doesn't.
It's all about how much money he can make and how quickly.
Perhaps a night here will change his mind.
Oh, I hope so. Either that or make him extremely pissed off, but either way, he's not getting out of those stocks.
He can say what he wants at that point. I was just gonna say, it's kind of strange. He wasn't very surprised that you and I knew each other. I I wonder if he's had his own eyes out and about the lands.
Maybe. Yeah, he just didn't seem surprised at all.
No. It has me wondering.
Wonder how much he does know.
Wonder who else he does know.
That's true. Do a very good job of avoiding other people as a whole, but you just don't know who he's been trading with.
Exactly. And as you said, information is power. Still not sure on the owner of that palace, and they seem pretty powerful.
Yeah, you said you made it inside. What was in there?
I did. Okay, let me tell you. The horrors I found in there. There were skeletons reanimated and working on benches in there.
Oh my.
There were green people, all bald, the men and the women, completely green, with snake-like features on their face. There was creatures so abysmal that words cannot describe them. And the entire place is just overflowing with magic. Every bench in there is magical. And I could not teleport home. I could not use my home magic from inside of that place at all.
Oh wow.
It was the strangest thing.
Did you see anybody in there?
No. I haven't seen anybody in there yet.
Oh wow.
And I don't know if I'll ever go back, to be honest. It's left me with just the most uneasy of feelings.
I might have to see if I can scope the place out a little bit. See what's going on there. With caution, of course.
I beg you, yes, take absolute precaution if you're going to do that, but I would warn against it. The things that are standing guard just on the outside are just... I feel like if I would have gotten caught and hit by one time by them, that I would have been a goner.
Oh dear. Maybe it's something to think about if maybe we can change Farkas's path. An alliance of 3. Again, with caution, because we don't know, even if he agrees to our terms, how much we're going to be able to trust him.
True, but if he proves himself truthful to us, we may not trust him entirely, like we do each other, but we might be able to use him.
Absolutely.
He's quite powerful.
Extremely powerful. And as I said before, he'd make a better ally than an enemy.
And we may need protection if we ever find out or get curious enough to find out the owner of the palace.
I'd say we're definitely going to need protection. You're on your path to magic as well, right?
I am, yes. Slowly.
How were you planning on...
It's a research process.
There's a lot of research needs to go into it. Because I was going over my notes with Brynjof, with regards to the star metal arsenal you need, and he reminded me that we do need to go to the volcano because you need to know star metal and you need to know obsidian, and then Errand at the Valley will teach you the star metal arsenal. So we do still need to go to the volcano. There are things there that we need to find. I knew I'd had to go to the volcano for my path. Well, so many things have happened that I have to keep notes as to where I've been and what I've done. And Brynjof is a mind of information. He reminded me. So I checked back in my notes and that was in fact the case.
Thank you, Kay. I appreciate this information.
So we can...
Whenever you're ready, I'll I'll accompany you up there.
Absolutely. Well, we'll get you on your path. Like I said, at the moment, I'm leaning more towards the protective and the healing magics. Because I think it's safer for not just me, but for all the guys at the city. I may move into poisons at some point, because again, it's from a distance rather than up close, as the fires would be. I don't think I trust myself with fire magic.
I don't know, why is that?
Fire magic was the first one I saw Farkas use, and it seems to have consumed him.
Oh.
That doesn't mean I would go the same way, but I'm cautious because I know what my personality is like. And I'm very protective of everybody, but if I lose my temper to protect people, there's no telling what I'm going to do. And if I have fire at my disposal when I do so, I could raise a city to the ground, and I don't want to do that.
Fair enough. At least you know what your tendencies are and how to prevent such an atrocity from happening.
As I've said before, I am far from perfect. I know where my flaws are. I know where my strengths are, and I play to them, and I have people around me that compensate for my weaknesses.
That's great. I'm still figuring mine out. But I do want to get on the path of perhaps more of magics that pack a punch.
Well, if I've got the protective magics and you've got the magics that pack a punch, then between us we should be okay for bigger bosses, because I can keep you healed and boosted and fight from a distance, and you can unleash your magics.
Oh, Karliah, we make such a wonderful team.
We've come a long way since I dropped down on you in the marketplace, that's for sure.
Indeed we have. But again, I have to strongly precaution you, even if we do get Farkas on board and on our side, that if you go and scope out that palace, do be very, very careful. You never know who the owner is and when they may roll up on you.
This is true. I wonder how he's neutralized magic.
I'm sorry?
Has he neutralized all magic, or was it just the teleport magic that wasn't working?
The only magic that I know is the teleport, so I don't know, honestly. But that's another precaution to consider.
Stock up on lockpicks.
Yeah. But yeah, just be cautious. If your magics don't work in that palace at all, I mean, how much of a threat is Farkas gonna be if it comes down to that?
I guess I'm gonna have to have my herbalist working extra time for arrows that can use magic without needing magic. So fire, spark arrows, smoke arrows for a quick escape. Things like that. We're gonna have to make sure that we compensate for the lack of magic with the arrow arsenal that we have at our disposal.
There you go. I hope it's enough.
Well, we've got bigger fish to fry right now.
Indeed.
I
wonder
would.
how our friend is making do overnight.
I don't know, but I would suggest that we try and get some sleep, and then we'd see him in the morning. Good morning.
How'd you sleep?
Okay. I've slept in worse places.
Yeah, fair enough. I feel like one of those beds would have been something similar to that.
There was a lot of noise, though.
Here.
Let's go and see how Farkas is getting on, shall we?
Yeah, that's one noise I didn't hear a whole lot of. Anything from him.
No. Wonder if he's reflecting. Give him a couple of slaps to wake him up. Morning!
Wakey, wakey. There's no eggs in bakey.
There is for us if you want some.
My goodness, is he a deep sleeper? Standing up too, no doubt.
Yeah, well, he's kind of hanging, isn't he, by his wrists?
Wonder how his shoulders are.
They look kind of pulled out of the socket. Shall I give him an arrow to the knee?
Must be painful. Maybe that's the only way to wake him up. Jeez.
Alright, calm down, calm down.
About time you woke up.
Come on, mate, we've been out up hours.
One thing, why is my magic not working in this place?
Did you really think I would try and trap you anywhere and not neutralize your magic?
How naive do you think we are?
Remember that blacksmith, you sold to me? Went by the name of Altus.
Yeah, I remember that one, yeah.
The things that man can do with metal. And if you'd only taken the time to get to know him as a human being instead of treating him as a piece of meat, maybe you would have known what he was capable of. He's neutralized your magic with the shackles.
Ouch.
Remember the herbalist?
Medicine there, buddy.
Remember the herbalist that you sold to me?
Yeah, I remember that one, yeah.
Sleeping potion mixed with T's amazing smoke arrows. You didn't think we'd come in unprepared now, did you? Oh, I forgot we're just women. We're incapable of doing anything without a big, strong man to help us now, aren't we?
See, that's one risk you take when you trade people, Farkas. People are intelligent. Much more intelligent and sentient than animals. If you trade them, they talk. They tend to anyway, especially when they feel that they're not slaves anymore. When they feel like they're actual people. And you level with them. They talk. They tell you things. Information is worth much more than gold here.
Do you know the reason I was so desperate to buy Brynjolf from you?
No way.
Brynjolf is a fellow member of my Thieves Guild from the land I was in before we were unceremoniously dumped in these lands. And as soon as I saw him, I knew I needed to free him. So I traded some horses and got Brynjolf. And between us, we have freed over 30 slaves. Freed them, Farkas, not bought them. Freed them.
And now, since they're free, they've decided to gift Karliah, and indirectly me as well, with trinkets and bits of information and their time with heartwarming and wonderful conversation. These people that were once your slaves, Farkas, they're wonderful people. If only you would have taken the time to talk to them.
And treated them like human beings instead of a lump of meat that you could mold to your will. Do you really think those fighters you take with you wouldn't turn on you the second they were given the chance?
The fighters that I take with me won't turn on me.
You really think so? Because I've left Bryn and Rune talking to them while we're here. Do you think if I walk up to them right now, they're going to attack me? Or do you think that they are going to be so happy that there's a chance that they're going to be freed too? Because I could free every single one of your slaves right now just by leaving you chained to this wall.
Plus, wasn't Brynjolf one of the people that you used to run with all the time?
That's correct, yeah. He
And
was
where do you
one,
think all my information came from?
I mean, you said you train the people that you run with differently, but not according to what Brynjolf has told Kay.
And not according to the scar marks I see on his body.
I thought Brynjolf was a better person when I was like training him, but like giving out information at what I was doing.
You will not insult Brynjolf. Brynjolf turned on a slave trader, on someone that mistreated him, on someone that abused him, cut him, and left him with scars physically and mentally. I'd do the same thing in his boat. Would you not cut us down if we took you from those shackles right now? Of course you would. Because when people mistreat you, you turn on them.
I could, yeah. If people mistreat me, I will turn on them and destroy them, yeah.
So what do you think Brynjolf did? You think because you broke his will and molded him to what you wanted him to do, I couldn't turn that around? It took me 2 weeks. 2 weeks to turn him back into the man I knew. That's all. So what you did while it had a lasting scar on him did not break his will at all. Certainly not permanently, which is what you seem to think. I thought he was a better person. We thought you were a better person, Farkas.
Listen, the only reason that we haven't tried to kill you ourselves, and we've tried to give you a second chance here, is just for that reason, a second chance. You seem to have some sort of heart in that chest. I've seen it a couple of times. I know Kay has seen it. You've saved both of our lives a few times. And this is our way of trying to give you a second chance. Because we could cut you down right here and now. You're a powerful man, Farkas. And you've got powerful allies with you.
I really have, yeah.
Well,
but if you do give me a second chance, but am I sure to trust?
Did he just seriously question whether he could trust us?
oh my goodness.
I'm lost for words, T. I don't know how to respond to that. He could be dead right now.
He's so lucky that we have tolerance and patience.
I'm rapidly losing mine.
Farkas, you need to give us a reason. Now. Why we shouldn't take an arrow and stab it right through your heart. And just have it be at that. We'll leave this place, and you can stay here and rot away with the rest of the bones. Unless you give us a reason why not to do that here and now.
If you willing to give me a second chance, I would be happy to help you both to track down any other slave traders, and because I'm not doing no more slave trading anymore. I'm going after the ones that is doing it, because it's not fair what they're doing. But I've got my guys with me. Will take on anyone that is in front of me and destroy them. That's what I'm going after. That's if you give me a second chance.
There's one big problem with that, Farkas.
What's that?
My guys can take on anyone. You're going to have to give them the option to be free. And not work for you at all. And if the ones that choose to stay with you need to be paid and clothed and housed and looked after as actual human beings instead of a commodity that you can send in to fight for you and cut down anyone that stands in front of you. They're people. They're not cannon fodder.
And just because you roll up onto a camp and those people get upset with you, that means you're the enemy.
That's correct, yeah.
I've seen you take out entire camps that you've rolled up onto.
I took out a lot of stuff in front of
I
me.
know. All of those people. Innocent people just trying to protect their village. From you. Dead. That needs to come to an end.
And how many of those people died protecting the people that you enslaved?
Loads.
So it's not just the people that you've enslaved and the wills you've broken, it's the lives you've taken to do it. Now, I know that you took slaves from people who already had slaves, that you rescued them, so to speak. Although you didn't really rescue them, you took them so that you could sell them. Indirectly, you rescued them because I bought them and they are now all free living in the city that you have seen. Every single one of those people, Farkas, is free. Living their life.
What a terrifying prospect. Could you imagine being traded being captured, put into slavery, and then traded from slave trader to slave trader? Farkas, put yourself in these people's shoes.
It is wrong. It is wrong to slave trading. It really is.
So what are you going to do with all the guys that are slaves? That are working for you right now? For nothing, that are beaten when they don't do as they're told?
If I do get a second chance, I will be talking to them to see if they want to stay with me or they want to go. But they will be fully paid every work they do, and food that I got supplied down my place. They'll have everything.
What about the ones that want to leave?
The ones wants to leave, that they can go to your place, the welcome center thingy. They can go there if they want to leave. I'm not stopping them. If they want to leave, they can leave, and I'm not forcing them to stay with me. It's their choice.
And how do we know you're not just telling us what we want to hear?
I feel like we should make him prove it to us. I recently had a little stint with my clanmate Jarvis, and, you know, words are words, but actions speak louder.
Absolutely.
I feel like we can have him do something for us. Something to prove that he's on board before we let him go entirely. What do you think, Kay?
Absolutely. There was a reason I asked him to bring some of his human companions with him and left them with Bryn and Rune, who have been talking to them this whole time we've been here, because I promised those guys when they turned into my city last week that I would have them free within a week, one way or another. And Rune and Brynjolf have been talking to them at the stables. We could lead him to the stables and see what he has to say to them. But just remember that if you turn on us, I can take you down with a single arrow. I have plenty of sleeping potion left.
And there's 2 of us now. He's not the only one.
There's likely to be 6 of us when we get to the stables, because I'm pretty sure Rune and Brynjolf have convinced those guys to be free. They could have already led them back to my place if I'd asked them to. You know that, right?
So, Farkas, if we go and have a conversation with them, and they decide that they would like to be free, are you prepared to let that happen? Right now?
if they want to go, I'm not stopping them. If they want to go, they can go.
Alright, let's put your money where your mouth is.
Literally, in his case. Slaves are money, right?
Should we let him
Oh.
free?
I say I don't need any money now. To be honest, I don't need it, but I'm willing to take down anything if you guys appear to be along your sides.
Do you trust him to walk, or shall I take him down and we can drag him?
I feel like handcuffs might be inappropriate.
Okay, I've got the sleeping potion ready in case he tries anything. You can let him free.
Your clothes are around. I think Karliah's got them.
Yep. Put these on. Those shackles will keep your magic neutralized for the next hour or so. We don't want to be leading him with his Tinky Winky flapping around. Do you want to lead the way and I'll follow behind with the sleeping potion just in case it's needed, T?
Absolutely.
Come on, get moving.
It really is. Turned out to be a perfect place for this, though.
There we go. Don't even think about running.
No, it's close to those.
I got 3 arrows in you before you thought twice.
Oh, look, Farkas. They can see we've got arrows trained on you and neither of them are attacking us. I wonder why that could be.
Now out with it, once and for all. What's the truth of the matter? Are you two his companions? Or has he muscled you into your position?
These two are my companions, yeah.
No, they're not. You don't pay them.
I don't remember asking you. I asked them.
Bryn, did you talk to them?
Well, he feeds them and the fighters get clothes, but that's it.
Okay, so he feeds them and he clothes them, but they're not paid.
I mean, that sounds like a slave to me.
Me too.
Just because you're taking care of their basic needs doesn't mean they want to do this. Are you two prepared to stay with your leader, Sir Farkas here? Or is freedom something that you'd like to feel the grips of?
Tell them, Farkas, or I will take you down again.
What do you both want to do? Do you want to stay with me and fight against the slave traders, or do you want to leave?
You kind of need to tell them why.
If you want to stay with me, you will be fully paid for every coin I got.
Not just them, Farkas, every single person in your employ.
Yeah, every single person that I got.
Or else they get to leave if they want to. No ifs, ands, or buts from Mr. Farkas here.
Guys, Farkas has seen the error of his ways, allegedly. And he's offering you the chance to either stay and work for him as an equal human, paid, a companion in his employ, or leave. He will no longer treat anyone as a slave. T, are you okay? Do you need to get inside?
Yeah, it's getting cold.
Okay, hang on. Keep an arrow trained on him and I'll head upstairs and let you in. Okay, I've got him.
Thank you. Just because it's cold doesn't mean I can't see it.
You didn't seem very surprised that T and I know each other, Farkas.
I didn't.
Did you know that we were acquainted?
No, I didn't know.
So you just don't betray the fact that you're surprised then, huh?
It got me surprised. I didn't expect it.
I can see you pointing your arrow out the window.
I need help getting out.
I'm coming. Don't move. Bryn, Rune, make sure he doesn't move a muscle.
I've got
You've-
my eyes trained on him.
You've got the arrows if you need them. See, I gave my guys the sleeping arrows too, just in case your guys decided to get a little bit testy that we hadn't brought you back. But it seems like the chat Brynjolf and Rune had with them was beneficial. So what Farkas is trying to tell you guys is that he's no longer a slave owner and that you are all free to do what you wish. You can leave and there is a free city you can go to, or you can leave and go about your own business, or you can continue to work for him and be paid and treated as an employee rather than as a servant. Is that not correct, Farkas?
That's correct.
And I will be keeping an eye on what's going down at his home. Both T and I have managed to sneak in there several times anyway. So if he goes back on his word, he may wake up in shackles again.
If he's lucky.
If he's extremely lucky. He could also wake up dead. We could drop his corpse off at that place that you were telling me about, T, and see if they reanimate him.
That would be my go-to.
Then he can work as an indentured servant.
Forever, it seems, yes.
Mm-hmm. So you kind of have to think about that, Farkas. Do you want to be a reanimated corpse working as a slave for the rest of your life? Or would you rather just set people free now?
I'd rather set people free than have them be slaves and take on different other stuff, like take out other slave traders.
You two.
Well, we're going to be keeping an eye on you. So, just keep that in mind. There's nowhere that you do not travel that we haven't seen. We haven't been.
Nope, nowhere.
At least one of us. We have eyes scoping these lands everywhere, so we'll know.
And you're not exactly subtle. We always hear you coming from about a mile away.
Yes, like yesterday. I met your dragon. And yet you did not see me. Managed to take that outpost from you, though.
Well done, T. You guys with the injured parties, what would your suggestions be?
That's a very good question. The things that we've experienced under his command, the atrocities we've done because he told us to. This is a tough decision, Karliah. I think, honestly, it's a tough call. But I've spoken with Bryn, and we both feel that whatever you and T decide will probably be best, because shackling him up in that mansion worked out so beautifully.
I wish you could have seen it. I really do wish I could have come and got you guys and seen it, because you guys would have loved it.
It was a wonderful endeavor, and it worked so well. You two would have enjoyed yourselves. But
I did give him a few punches. I gave him a few punches for both of you.
Perfect. At least, that's the least that could have been dealt.
I shot an arrow into his knee too.
Oh my goodness, ouch. It's a wonder he can still walk. Well, it doesn't surprise us, honestly.
I used healing magic afterwards.
Through his veins.
I did use healing magic afterwards. We couldn't have him dying and bleeding out now, could we? How do we slap him a bit more when he's dead?
I mean, a little bit of bleed out would have been fine, though.
Oh, he's got bleed, trust me.
Karliah, Taina, whatever you decide, we'll stand behind you.
Okay. They've left us with a tough decision, T.
they have.
But I feel that if we don't honour our word that was made in the mansion, we'd be just as bad as he is.
Indeed. Indeed, there's no hypocrites going on here.
So we'll give him the chance to prove. What I do want you to do, though, Farkas, is to leave these two guys in my city for 12 hours. Then they can make their decision where they want to live.
Yeah, I can do that, yeah.
Oh, that's perfect.
Let them see how free people live. And then when they've made their decision, we'll have a few more of your people come stand in the city and let them make their decision. People can't make a choice if they don't know what the choice is.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Absolutely.
And you may lose 90% of your people here. Because I would not want to stay with somebody that had treated me so shabbily. Unless your actions in the next few days prove to them that they can trust you. And then in 7 days, they can all make a choice as to where they want to go. I feel that that's the fairest way for you. Because if we ask them now, they'll all come to me. We know that.
Yeah, I can do that.
Let them see what their choices are.
And at least it gives you, Farkas, an opportunity to show them your remorse.
Starting by giving them all clothes. So leave them dressed in rags.
Yeah, it's not just your best fighters anymore. They all get no-bill clothes, because we all know that you can afford it.
Oh,
And if you can't, I have some gold that I can give you to afford it.
Don't do that, Kay. He can afford it.
Oh, I've got loads of gold.
He probably can, but I was making sure that his get out of jail free card was taken away from him.
Well, if he didn't have enough, I'd make him earn it.
That's true.
No handouts here.
I wouldn't be handing it out to him, I'd be handing it out to them. I would deliver ready-made clothes for him to put on them.
You're too kind. I'd make him do it all.
I just hate seeing people dressed in rags. Apart from when Farkas was strung up on the wall, that was funny.
Taste of his own medicine. How did that feel, Farkas?
It wasn't good.
Now imagine enduring that for 4 or 5 days at a time while pushing a wheel and having somebody whipping you at the same time.
It's not good. You both read this It's not right to treat these people this way. It's not.
Farkas, we understand that you may very well just be a product of your environment, because so many people here in these lands trade slaves, just as you used to. And this is another reason why you've been given a second chance. Hell, if Karliah hadn't found me, I may be in your position right now, to be honest. Because I myself am a product, or used to be, a product of my environment, and knew no better. We're giving you the benefit of the doubt that perhaps you're in the same shoes. Take them off. Put the non-slave trading ones on. They feel better.
And if you need advice and help on how to make gold, it's really not a problem. I have plenty of gold. But a lot of my gold has come from the fact that people who are free work a lot harder than people who are forced. And all the
They're
gold...
a lot happier, too.
A lot happier. You've seen the city tea. They're all happy and dancing. Hell, I've even got a drunk in the tavern.
Everybody's so kind when I just show up. They're all welcoming and, hi T, how are you today? Nobody worries over there.
Guys and girls, we have prevailed. Farkas is a trader no more. I feel as though we should have bells ringing or something on our triumphant return.
Or a big horn.
Yes. We have prevailed.
I'm ready for some more of that homebrew.
I'll get you some. Stand you guys down, Farkas. Let them know that they're free and they can stay if they want to.
Yes, come and join us for a drink. It'd be nice to get to know you finally.
Cheers, T.
Yes, cheers.
Rune, Bryn, be on
It was
standby. You might be carrying us both to bed tonight.
It was a tough feat.
It was.
But I think a night in that mansion served you well. What do you say, Farkas?
I see it's taught me a lesson not to trade slaves, to be honest. That I won't be doing again.
Is there like a sandstorm or have I had too much to drink?
I
Sandstorm.
think there's a storm. It's getting foggy for me.
Yeah. Oh well, it's gonna get foggier by the time we drank some more, right?
I don't even mind the sand going into deep dark places right now.